Hey, what's up, people? Cody here. Today, we're going to be going over the story mode operations, the Dread Fortress. This is going to be for new players, old players, and players who's never done an operations before. We're going to be going over how to do it as DPS, tank, and healer, how to start your operations, and how to join one. So the first thing we're going to do is how do you join an operations? Well, when you see on the fleet, someone says looking for more for the Dread Fortress, what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and message them, tell them what role you are, either tank, DPS, and healer. They'll go ahead and send you an invite. You'll go ahead and accept it. You'll join their group. You'll wait until someone summons you to where you need to go. You'll go ahead and accept to someone on the side, accept again, and then next will be at the Dread Fortress gate. And if you guys want to go ahead and host your own operations, I'll go ahead and have it up on screen how many tanks, healers, and DPS you guys can run for the group. So after you guys get summoned to Orkin for the Dread Fortress, you guys are just going to want to go inside the operations. And when you guys get inside, there'll be 2 guardians blocking you away. Just wait for the tank to attack, or if you're the tank, just wait for your team to come in and take them out. And after you guys have taken them out, there'll be 3 more in front of you. You're just going to want to go around these 3 and we'll be at the first boss, Nefra. First, we're going to go through it as a tank. So when you're a tank, you're going to want to go where the stairs are, and you're going to want to pull the boss facing the stairs. So you and the other tank, or you and the damage dealer, or you and another person are going to be on top of the green circles that drop. That's going to reduce the amount of damage you take, and you're going to want to stack on top of each other. So that means you guys can share the damage with each other from the boss. That's pretty much all you're going to really want to do as a tank. Just make sure you keep the boss away from your party. Next up is going to be a healer. So when you guys are playing as a healer, you're going to want to be facing the opposite direction that the tank has the boss in. And you're going to want to be cleansing any green debuffs that are on your team. And there'll be a droid that could drop a bomb on you, so you're going to want to walk away from your teams if it does target you, or if you do see a big red circle on the ground, you're just going to want to make sure you get out of it. And that's pretty much all you're really going to want to do as a healer for this fight. Next, we're going to be going it through as a DPS. So, same thing as a healer, you're going to want to make sure you're on the opposite side that the tank has the boss facing. And what you're going to want to do as a DPS is, if you want to help out the healer, cleanse any of the green debuffs if you have a cleanse that are on your team. And same thing, look for the droid that could place a bomb on you, and make sure you also look for the big red AoE circle and get out of it before it blows up. That's pretty much all you're going to want to do as a DPS for this boss fight. Now with Nefra destroyed, we're going to be on our way to Draxus. So we're going to go ahead and continue forward. We're going to go ahead and skip the enemies to left and right of us, and we're going to fight the enemy in front of us. After we kill him, we're going to go ahead and take out the 4 enemies down below. After we take all of them, we're going to go ahead and take a left down this long tunnel. After we reach the edge, we're going to go ahead and take a right. Killed a few enemies there. We'll go ahead and take one more right, and then next we'll be at Draxus. So the second boss is going to be Draxus, and as a tank, you're going to want to fight him facing towards the stairs like we did in the last boss. At some point, he'll throw out a corrosive grenade, which will de-aggro on you. You just want to make sure you re-aggro when that happens. Somewhere between 60 and 80% HP, he will disappear. He'll summon adds if you have 2 tanks, a tank on each side. If it's just you, try your best to go ahead and tank him. After that, he'll summon adds again, take out the adds, and he'll either be somewhere between 60 and 80% HP again. Re-pull him back to the front of the stairs. He'll disappear somewhere between about 20% HP and 60% HP, and he'll summon adds again, tank on each side if you have 2 tanks. If it's just you, do your best to tank him. Then he'll summon adds again, and he'll spawn in the middle again. This time you'll either kill him, or he'll disappear at 30% HP. If you kill him, you don't have to worry about the boss no more. You just gotta kill the couple waves of adds that come down. If you don't kill him this time, he'll disappear at 30% HP, somewhere around there. And then he'll summon more adds, and this time he'll come down with the adds in the middle, and then you can go ahead and take him out with the rest of the adds. And that's pretty much all you really have to do as a tank. So now, Draxus as a healer. So, as a healer, the boss will put a green debuff on your team that's going to look like this. You want to make sure you cleanse that off if you can. And if the DPS and tanks can't interrupt the corruptors, they're going to go ahead and cast mass AoE dot damage on the whole team. So you want to make sure you keep your energy resource up for that, and pop your stuff that will boost your heals even more. So just in case if your team does start to go down, you can keep them up. But that's pretty much really all you really have to do as a healer. It's pretty simple as a healer. Just keep your team alive and make sure you take out the green debuffs that are on your team. That's really all you have to do as a healer. So next, a Draxus has a DPS, so make sure you're facing the opposite way that the tank is facing for the boss. And just like before, you're going to go ahead and just wail him down. When he gets to about 60, 80% HP, he'll disappear. He'll go ahead and summon ads, but this time as the DPS, you want to make sure you keep an eye out for the Corruptors. And when they're casting their abilities, you're going to want to make sure you interrupt them so they don't cast the ability. Or if you guys do enough damage, you might not even have to worry about interrupting him, and you could just take out everybody. So really, as a DPS, it's either you do so much damage that you don't have to worry about nothing, or if you're a little bit behind in damage, then the main thing you just gotta really worry about is the Corruptors. Make sure you interrupt them so you don't put the dot damage on the team. It's pretty easy as a DPS. Overall, I think this boss is pretty simple on story mode. For either tank, healer, or DPS. So now, after we've killed Draxus, we're just gonna go ahead and go forward. We're gonna go ahead and kill the pack of enemies straight ahead. And then next, we're gonna go ahead and take a right. Continue down the pathway to the small doorway. Then next we'll go ahead and just continue down the hallway until we make it to Grob. And now for the third boss, Grob. Grob is going to be a pretty easy boss. So as a tank, you're going to go ahead and just face him away from the team. And he'll go ahead and just summon ads, try to pull the ads on you as well. And at some point, he will have a giant metal pipe in his hand. When he does, you're just going to want to take him over to the magnet in the room that looks like this. It'll just go in a square in the room. Take him to the magnet. It will lift up the pipe in his arm. And then you can just DPS him down. For me, in this fight, our group was so strong, I didn't even really worry about that mechanic, and we just took him down in story mode. Next, playing as a healer. Playing as a healer, this is the easiest fight. All you really have to do is let your team go in, stay a little bit away from the boss, and just use all your AoE heal abilities. There's no cleansing you really got to do. You just got to keep your team up. Just keep on blasting those heals. Send out those heals on your team. And then also, there'll be fiery, lava, stuff on the ground. The debuff should look like this. If it's on you, just walk away from your team, and it cannot be cleansed. And if you see the fire, lava on the ground next to you, just walk out of it. Now, for it as DPS, you're just going to want to be in the opposite way that the tank is facing the boss. You're going to go ahead and wail him down. You're also going to make sure you stay out of the fire lava, just as the healer. And then once again, if you have this debuff on you, make sure you just run away from your team. And that's pretty much all you have to do as a DPS until you take them out. Now, after we killed Grob, we're just going to go ahead and continue forward. And then next, we're just going to go ahead and go down this pathway, kill these few enemies in the front. And then next, we'll go ahead and be at the next boss. Boss is going to be Corruptor Zero. Corruptor Zero is a super easy boss. So as a tank, you're just going to rush in the middle, and you're going to pull in all the ads. And after you kill all the ads, the main boss will spawn. You're just going to go ahead and pull him over to the side here, and you're just going to wail him down. If you guys do enough damage, you guys will fully kill him like we did here when I was playing as a tank. But if you guys don't have enough damage, he'll probably live between somewhere around like 500,000 HP and maybe a little bit less than that. And he'll go to the side, he'll shoot out a giant laser beam, and you're pretty much just going to go on the opposite side of where he's shooting a laser beam. He'll do that about like 2 to 3 times, and then afterwards you just go and kill him. That's all you have to do as a tank. It's so easy. It's kind of the same thing where the tank, DPS, or healer from this boss, you just let the tank pull the boss over to the side. If you're healer, DPS, just go on top of him and wail him down. That's all you have to do for this boss. And then after we beat Corruptor Zero, we're going to be on the Dreadmaster, so we're just going to continue forward. We're going to go ahead and go in the doorway. We're going to walk up these stairs. We're going to go around the corner. We're going to go ahead and fight these enemies in the middle. After we beat all the enemies in the middle, we're just going to go ahead and continue forward. Go up the stairs again. Through the hallway. And then after we get to the top, we're going to be fighting these claws. After we kill them all, we're going to be at the door. And then next, we'll be at the boss. And now we'll be on the final boss for the Dread Fortress, which is going to be the Dreadmaster. So Dreadmaster is going to have the most mechanics and is going to be the hardest boss out of all the raid. But I think he is the most fun. So as a tank, When you first start, you're going to go ahead and go and fight him, and then he'll instantly disappear. He will go ahead and summon claws. There'll be a left and right claw. You're going to go ahead and focus on the left claw. Somewhere about 60% HP, they will go ahead and switch sides on the field. You want to make sure you're still retargeting on the left one. That's the main one we're going to target until it goes away. And then next we'll focus on the right one until they go away. And then after both disappears, there'll be 2 tentacles that'll spawn underneath you and another player. If you touch that electricity or go through it, it will instantly kill you. So you just want to pay attention to other players, stand still until you see the ground shake above you, until you see the screen shake, and then next you're just going to want to move out the way so you don't get electrocuted. And then after that, the Dread Master will spawn in the middle. You will go ahead and pull him facing the front, so facing away from your team. And then next you're just going to go ahead and keep on wailing on him. At about 50% HP, he will go ahead and throw up a shield, and you're going to want to get outside that blue circle he puts down. And if you don't, it will instantly kill you. And then what he'll do is he'll summon adds in a circle around you, and there'll be a giant rotating electric beam that you're going to want to dodge, and you're going to want to kill the enemies around it, because if you don't, the enemies will explode when they hit them, and they will kill you. If you touch that electric beam, it will instantly kill you as well. And as soon as the beam goes away, you'll spawn adds again, one on each side. You're going to want to go ahead and tank the big hands, and then after that big hand goes away, you're going to want to jump on the other one and tank the other one on the other side. And then after you kill both of the claws, he will go ahead and go in the middle, and he will start growing. What he'll do is he'll go ahead and push you away. So what I recommend doing is just try to have him push you into one of the far corners. So when he does push you away, the team can still wail on him, so they're not jumping back and forth and everything. So as I did here, I just pushed him over to this corner, and then we just beat on him down until we killed him in the corner. All you have to do when you're playing as a tank against the Dreadmaster. So now playing as a healer against the Dreadmaster. So when the fight first starts, you're going to want to be with your team on the right tentacle, because your tank will be in the left tentacle. And you're just going to want to keep on healing your team. If your tank does need some healing, you can go over there and heal them up. But usually by the time you take out the right tentacle, you should be over there and be able to heal your tank. And then same thing just as with the tank, when he starts to spawn those 2 electric claws that come up from the ground, you're just going to want to make sure you dodge them, and you don't want to stand next to them because they will insta kill you if you do. And the only other thing you got to worry about is when the Dreadmaster starts spawning these adds over here, he will go ahead and put up a debuff on one of your players that will look like this. And then all you're going to want to do is just cleanse it. And then the same thing here, when he summons the giant electric beam that starts to go in a circle, you do not want to touch the beam because it will kill you. And that's really all you're going to want to do for the Dreadmaster as a healer. It's a pretty easy fight as a healer. As long as you just have awareness and you see what's going on with the field, you should be fine. Now for the Dreadmaster as DPS, when the battle first starts, you and the team are going to be attacking the right claw, as the tank will go ahead and solo tank the left one. After about somewhere between about 70 to 60% HP, it will go underground and it will go on the other side, and you're going to want to make sure you re-attack the right claw. And then after that, it will switch sides again, and then next you're just going to make sure you stay on the right claw. And then after that, it will disappear, and then so will the left one. And then after that, the next phase, it will summon 2 claws underneath you and another teammate, that if you guys stand in it or go in it, it will instantly kill you. So you just want to try to avoid them. And then after that, the Dreadmaster will spawn in the middle. So you're going to want to start taking him out, and then afterwards, he will spawn an add that you're going to want to take out. Because if you don't, he will go ahead and put a debuff on your team. And then after you've taken out the add, then next you're just going to want to make sure you go back to the Dreadmaster and start killing him. Then afterwards, he'll put up a barrier and put a blue circle on the ground. You're just going to want to dodge the circle, and he'll summon adds around you, and he'll shoot an electric beam that'll go around the room. If that electric beam hits you, it will insta kill you, so you just want to kill the enemies without touching the beam. And then afterwards, he'll go back and he'll resummon more adds. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take out both the big claws again, and then take out the adds. And then after you do that, he will spawn back in the middle. And your tank should lead him to the edge, and then you're just going to beat on him until he dies. And that's all you're going to really have to do for DPS against the Dreadmaster. And that's going to be everything you guys are going to need to know for the Dread Fortress. Please give a like and subscribe if you guys want to. If you guys have any comments, just put them down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.